Hello, families. My name is Alicia Andrews, and I am a title teacher at Lincoln. I am going to go through a letter that your child will be bringing home with some different scores on it. Up at the top, you will notice that it says mCLASS up at the top. mCLASS is the name of our intervention system. DIBBLES is the name of the assessment we give. We give DIBBLES 3 times a year: fall, winter, and spring. This particular letter shows the end of the year scores for this particular child. Down below the top there, you'll see a gray box. There's some little blurbs about why your child was assessed and what do these assessments mean. There's also a score with a ring around it. The score represents your DIBBLES composite score, and the color represents what performance level they are at. So this child scored a 429 overall, and some support is needed to move forward with her reading. Down below, you'll notice 3 different areas. If you have a 3rd grader, your child's assessment will be similar to this: decoding, accurate and fluent reading, and reading comprehension. If you have a 4th or 5th grader, we did not give a decoding assessment to them, so you would only see an accurate and fluent reading and reading comprehension category or scores. So I'll be sure to show you that here at the end. So the first assessment up at the top is a decoding. So what the child was asked to do was read a list of nonsense words in 1 minute. They could either read the words out loud or say the letter sounds. So this particular child read 64 letter sounds and produced 20 whole words in 1 minute. So according to DIBBLES, this child was well below benchmark on that particular assessment. The next category is called accurate and fluent reading. So for this area, there's 2 different assessments that we gave. The first assessment is we gave your child a list of common words for their grade level, and they were asked to read these words in a minute. This child read 53 words correctly in 1 minute, pretty close to that goal of 55, but still in that below area. The other assessment for this category is just a passage read, so we gave them a passage and asked them to do their best reading in 1 minute. This child had a score of 96% accuracy, so that means they read 96% of the words correctly, and she read 123 words during that 1 minute. So both of those scores were at the benchmark level for that. The last assessment you'll see on this letter is reading comprehension. So your child was given a passage on their computer with some missing words. So their job was to choose the word that made sense in the story. So this child, after 3 minutes, this child chose 24 correct words that made sense in the story at the above benchmark for 3rd grade end of the year. So based on all of those scores and assessments, DIBBLES said that the composite score is the 429, again putting her at that some support is needed. On the second page of the document, you'll notice that there's some different activities to help support your child at home. So there's some decoding work that they can work on, and then some accuracy and fluency they can work on with some different ideas of things to do. I also love this website down at the bottom. If you type that in, you will see some even more activities that you and your child can do at home. All right, the next thing I want to show you is just an example of the 4th grade letter. This is a 5th grade letter actually, but 4th grade is also exactly the same. So we're going to have accuracy and fluency and then that reading comprehension. So instead of the decoding, we just skip right to that one. So this child read 99% of the words accurately during the 1 minute, and she read 117 total words. And then again, the reading comprehension score is that 3-minute assessment. This child was able to identify 20 correct words that fit with the story. So her score was 429, and she was at the well below benchmark. I do want to mention that this isn't the only assessment that we give your child to determine reading needs and goals. We also give a reading, ISASP, and other classroom assessments. So these were tools that we use to help guide our instruction and help plan intervention and also to document growth. So at the end of the year, we love to look at where they started out in the fall and then where they are at the end of the year. If you have questions about this, please feel free to reach out to your child's teacher, a title teacher, or even the principal at school. Have a great day.